It's your brother Van Silk, not in my house. This is a updated version on the whole Ja Morant situation. It's sad that some people just don't learn how to stop doing stupid things. I watched Stephen A. Smith just now. Michael Wilborn, Green, Jalen Rose, stop it, please. Jalen Rose said, could you imagine if they had social media when he was coming up? Listen, my man, you did a soft interview with him. And for those who try to still find a way for him, about him being in the league 4 years, if you don't learn anything in 4 years, maybe you should have stayed in college those 4 years. Maybe the NBA need to go back to 4 years. Let these guys grow up. If you look at the majority of NBA players at the NBA draft, 95% of them there with their moms. There's no father there. A lot of these team needs veteran players on their teams. But you know what? Gilbert Arenas, I got to give him a lot of credit, because he did say Ja Morant need to lock it down, disappear for the summer, and be ready for October. You know, like, just stay away from everything. And it's only been 2 weeks, and look, if you would just stay out of the mess, Ja did some positive things. Summer leagues. Get out of Memphis, man. Get with some of the veteran players and trying to market yourself. Do you think Nike and Powerade is now going to really support you? They trying to give you this money, and all you trying to do is just give it back? That's what Kwame Brown called you, dumb boy. You got young boy NBA, and he called you young dumb boy. They trying to give you the money, you just trying to just throw it away. You know what, $231 million, okay, minus tax, you might have 112 afterward. Do you know what that is? NBA young boy, and then he called you NBA dumb boy. And you know, I have to agree with him. You just like, you play stupid game, you win stupid prizes. Now, it seems like your man could have just deleted that video, because now there's another piece of the video of you dancing on top of the car and everything. Like, my dude, I don't care about you being 24 years old. That's no excuse. You got a lot of 24-year-olds in the NBA not doing what you're doing. So stop it. A lot of y'all on TV, stop trying to find an excuse right now, because he played everybody back in March. Played everybody. Jalen Rose do that soft-ass interview, and then you're going to sit up here and talk about you went to rehab. All it was about getting you back in there for the playoff, because it wouldn't have been fair, because Steven Adams and your other man was hurt. So they needed something. And it's about ticket sales and about money. But you wasn't ready to come back, because you haven't learned anything. Your apology sucks. Or whoever wrote your initial apology need to be fired. See, all these publicists and all these marketing people is doing these things for these young players, and you're really hurting the game, and y'all really hurting sports. You know, when you get into this sport, you got a contract, and you know you have things in those contracts of what you can do and what you can't do. And you losing, my brother. LeBron didn't have that problem coming up in the league. Magic Johnson didn't have this problem. Michael Jordan had this problem. You might have a 0.5% of NBA players that might have just been straight stupid. You, who could have been the face of the league, look what you're doing. Giannis been in the league for a long time. What problem? He ain't been in none of this stuff. All I'm going to say is, I hope the NBA do suspend you. I don't know what they're going to do with you, but you need at least 40-game suspension with no pay. Because somebody have to start teaching young players in all sports. This is a sanctioned sport, and you're not going to do what you want to do. You're not just going to take the money and act a fool. Saturday. You ain't come out on Mother's Day. You could even just sit down and made a Mother's Day video. Your father should be embarrassed about you right now. All the heart. And it's funny, they always talk about the mother, but the father was there. He played with Ray Allen in college or in high school, whatever. The father gave up basketball when you was born. But they always talk about the mother this, the mother that. The father was there. See, that's that bullshit. It's that bullish. Your father don't need to be scared of you because you're the money maker. You about ready to lose everything in the NBA. They don't care. They find somebody else that make them a star. Because you haven't won anything yet. It's your brother Van Silk, not in my house. I'm on rumble.com, youtube.com. Ja Morant, listen, you young enough to be my grandson. I have a grandson your age. A granddaughter your age. But I'm going to tell you this right now, my brother. Get your issue together. Get it together. Otherwise, you will be out of the NBA. Because they're not playing with you right now. And the sponsors and the endorsements, you're going to lose all that. They're going to negate your money. They're going to want it back. And then once you can't get it one time, you're never going to get it back again. It'll be a wrap. I got to go. It's embarrassing. Yes. It's your brother Van Silk, not in my house. Woo! Sunday basketball game. We got the 7th game between Philadelphia and the Celtics. That's the only game being played today, I think. That's it. I think the Heat play tomorrow. Nope, the Heat can't play tomorrow because that's whoever's playing today. So, well, I don't know. I'll find out. Ja Morant, here he go again. Boy, he want to be a thug so bad. I don't get it. You know what, man? I don't want to hear this about he young. I don't want to hear that. He's in the NBA. A couple of months ago, you had a gun, strip club, all this stuff. You're supposed to be going to some kind of rehab, and I'm not going to do this again. And the NBA let you come back after 8 games. Now you've been 2 weeks out of the NBA now because the season is over. And here you are in the car with a friend or whoever he's supposed to be waving a gun again. Now, you can do what you want to do. If you're in Memphis, in the open carry state, and the gun is registered. But my point is, why? What are you proving, man? You know, you got somebody out here that's going to test you, and you're going to feel the pain. Instead of out here trying to do some community work with all the stuff that had been happening in Memphis, from the Young Dolph murder and all this stuff here, you out here advocating the gun. To all the young kids that look up to you, think that's so cool. It ain't cool. You're a nerd. You're a weirdo. I'm saying it. And the NBA should take action against you again. You lost $40 million because you didn't make the All-NBA team. You lost $40 million because you didn't make that team. You wasn't even named to any of the 3. Nothing. So that's $40 million from off your 9 to 230. Because that was part of your contract of the 230, 4 years. So now it's 190. Now, one then does that consist in the 4 years of your contract do they deduct more money from your contract if you're not named to any of it, or the defensive team or NBA team or whatever? Because this is my problem with the NBA. Young players get this money, they don't act like they don't want to play. Ayton was killing them last year against the Bucks. No, the year before last when they lost to the Bucks. You got that contract and you slow as lurch. Poole got that contract with the Warriors. He became an instant slouch. Some players just don't deserve the money. All the money that's being spread around in the NBA. These young players that's not even in the league long enough, 4 or 5 years. Look at Zion Williams and all the money they paid him, and he missed more games than he played. All this money, and you can't even play hard. You can't even hustle hard. I think the NBA need to devalue because in the collective bargaining association, the money goes up. They need to do something to where it sticks down, because I think there should be at least 4 players on the team that get a certain salary, so that way, instead of, let's say if Poole was getting 3, 6, 9, 12, 4, 8, 12, 16, 160. Okay, let's say Poole contract was 160. I think. Well, he's getting like almost 30-something million a year. There should be another player in that team that they should have the 2 salaries the same way. You won't get that much because you ain't a $40 million a year player. That ain't you, brother. When Mike Conley got that contract, when he was with Memphis, he was never the same on the court again. Never the same. Some of these players get that money and then they just chillax. They just like, you know what, I got the bag. Look at Ben Simmons. I'm just saying, look at Ben Simmons. But getting back to Morant and his stupidity. I don't know what you're thinking about, my brother, but something needs to be done. Because this summer has just started and you playing the wrong game. You got somebody out here just don't even gonna like it. They're gonna test you. Let's see, you going to the shooting range and then you got guns. You in the car riding around. Man. Like, come on, man. That's some hood rat shit, man. Hood ratish. Brother, I like the game, but as far as respecting you, I can't respect you for what you were doing because you putting it out here to the kids. Today, everybody's talking about on Instagram, even though it's not even a great video. Even TMZ got it, but everybody's out here just flashing that video. And I'm trying to figure out, what are you getting out of this, my brother? What are you getting out of this? That's all I got to say. Ja Morant, I pray for you because the way you going, you're going to be straight out the NBA. And we got a lot of people already saying you working your way out the NBA. This is your brother Van Silk. You can check me on rumble.com, youtube.com, Anchor, Spotify. Just type in Not in My House with Van Silk. Social media. Bad. Culture media. It's greater than social media. This your brother Van Silk. Gotta go.